Hey there everyone, Maico here for the Fellowship of Acoustics, and welcome to the first episode of GITNEWS, where we gather all the recent developments, releases and other news from within the guitar industry and share it with all of you. In this first edition, we've got a bunch to show you, as there have been numerous noteworthy releases at this year's NAMM show, which was a highlight for a lot of brands to showcase all of their new guitars, pedals, amps and loads more. Links to all of these will be down in the description below. So let's not wait any longer and get straight into it. Collings has released several new guitars, acoustics as well as electrics. We got to play around with their acoustic Hill Country series, which were released earlier in 2024. This was the first new line of Collings steel strings since the traditional series was introduced back in 2016, so it's great to see a refresh like this coming along. The Hill Country line is available in both an orchestra model and a dreadnought model, either with mahogany or rosewood sides, a minimalistic design, and it's made with the same Collings craftsmanship that we all know and love. A few noteworthy players such as Kenny Smith, Bob Minner and Jake Workman are already playing these wonderful guitars. On the electric side of things, they surprised us with a bunch of new models. Firstly, the new 620 series, a semi-hollow single-cut model with low-wind imperial humbuckers on a Honduran mahogany body with a premium flame maple top. This could be a great guitar for all of those who are looking for a happy marriage between a Les Paul and a 335 kind of guitar. Then there's the 71 series, the very first Collings model to offer a 6-in-line peg head and a new offset double cutaway body shape. It features an ash body and a slap-sawn hard maple neck, a 25.5-inch scale length and Lawler T-style pickups. While starting with a historically validated format, the 71's fully coupled set neck and body system was designed with finely tuned geometry intended to be matched to the model's specific high-end hardware and pickups. And finally, our personal favorite, the Ladybird, a fully hollow guitar with some very interesting appointments. For starters, it's got a 24 1/8 of an inch scale length, the shortest of all their electric offerings. It comes with Rigid Sound, Cathedral or Bishop pickups, which were custom made for this model. And finally, it ships with a set of D'Addario flat wound strings and comes in either satin teal or antiqued jet black, my personal favorite. They've showcased a few more models, so be sure to check out the Collings website for all the details and custom options that are available. We can't wait to get our hands on some of these models, and we'll be sure to let you, all of you, know when they will be available on our website. Next up, Badcat. And first of all, we would like to express our support to the family and close friends of Mark Sampson, who sadly passed away in recent weeks. We feel that the industry has lost a wonderful soul, a true contributor to the scene and someone who was a great person and left a lasting mark on the guitar world in general. And one of those final lasting marks will be the recently introduced Badcat Era 30 amp. A remarkable collaboration between Badcat amplifiers and their original designer, Mark Sampson. For all of you who are not in the know, Badcat Amplifiers was founded in 1999 and they emerged with a commitment to build handcrafted premium tube amplifiers. The company was established by James Heydrich, who enlisted Mark Sampson to design amps reminiscent of the then discontinued Matchless models. This partnership led to the creation of amplifiers that have been celebrated for their superior tone and build quality. Mark Sampson co-founded Matchless Amplifiers back in 1989, and his designs, notably the DC-30, set new standards in the industry at that time. After his tenure at Matchless, Sampson contributed his expertise to Badcat, designing amplifiers that continued his legacy of excellence. The Era 30 amp stands as a testament to the fusion of classic design principles and modern enhancements, offering musicians a versatile and powerful tool for their sonic endeavors. The Era 30 is crafted in Costa Mesa, California, ensuring top-tier quality and attention to detail. It features 4 EL84 power tubes and 1 EF86 and 3 12AX7 preamp tubes. It has 2 independent channels, an effects loop, a selectable 4, 8 and 16 ohm speaker output, and it has a true point-to-point hand-wired circuitry. And finally, if you're interested in how it sounds, our colleagues over at Anatons did an hour-long deep dive together with Dan from That Pedal Show, so be sure to check that out. Then there's some industry news. In a significant development within the guitar industry, Fano Guitars and Novo Guitars have merged to form a new parent company, Sonic Design Lab. This merger reunites renowned luthier Dennis Fano, who currently runs Novo Guitars, with his namesake brand, Fano Guitars, bringing both companies under a unified leadership. Graham Dowling will continue as a director of Fano Guitars, maintaining his role in guiding the brand's operation. And for those of you who don't know, Dennis Fano founded Fano Guitars in 2001 in Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. He quickly gained recognition for creating boutique guitars that blend classic designs with unique aesthetics. He then left the company in 2012 after selling it to PBG, the Premier Builders Guild. Then in 2015 he established Novo Guitars, further exploring innovative guitar designs under the Novo brand and Revolta guitars under the Eastwood guitar brand. The recent merger brings his journey full circle, allowing him to lead both brands under Sonic Design Lab. This merger signifies a new chapter for both Fano and Novo Guitars, combining their expertise to continue delivering exceptional instruments to musicians worldwide. And with this, we are also very happy to announce that we at the Fellowship of Acoustics are Fano Guitars' exclusive Europe guitar dealer for the next year. If you're interested, we've made a detailed video about a few Fano models and Fano's history. And if you want to know more about the merger, watch the discussion on the Mythos Pedals YouTube channel. They do an amazing job of covering the topic and answering a few of your questions. Then we go over to Ireland to talk about Lowden guitars. Because Lowden ventures into the realm of electric guitars. They are renowned for their exceptional acoustic instruments, and Lowden brings their craftsmanship and tonal excellence to a new semi-hollow electric model, the GLJ series. The inception of the GLJ series is rooted in George Lowden's lifelong passion for guitar making. At the age of 10 in 1961, George crafted his first rudimentary guitar, igniting a journey that would span decades. And by 1974, he had embarked on a professional guitar making, focusing primarily on acoustics. Despite an early attempt at building an electric guitar in 1969, it wasn't until recent years that Lowden revisited the concept, culminating in the GLJ series. This model reflects a harmonious blend of traditional craftsmanship and modern design, offering musicians a versatile instrument that embodies Lowden's renowned quality and richness. The neck is a 5-piece construction of mahogany and rosewood with a scale length of 24.8 inches, a 12-inch radius fingerboard and a comfortable C-shaped neck with 22 frets. It will feature a set of Lollar Imperial humbuckers to pair with this beautiful combination of tone woods. And to finish up this episode, Martin Guitar has revamped their standard USA models. For those of you who don't know, Martin Guitar has unveiled the refreshed Standard series, an evolution of their acclaimed Standard lineup, introducing enhanced features and new models for 2025. This update builds upon the foundation set by the previous Reimagined series, offering players refined playability, aesthetics and tonal options. There are some notable differences though. The Reimagined series, introduced back in 2018, marked a significant update to Martin's Standard series by incorporating features reminiscent of their post-war models. Key changes for that update included a shift to a 1¾ inch nut width from the previous 11/16 inch, catering to modern playing preferences. And all of you Americans must know whether that means if it's more towards the size of your small toe or your big toe, since your system is based on a king's foot from 700 years ago. Anyway, the refreshed Standard series builds upon these enhancements with further refinements. As for the playability side of things, it features a thinner fingerboard with a beveled edge, refined string spacing at the nut, and a new GE modern belly bridge with smoother corners. There are also some aesthetic updates, such as the long diamond neck transition, an angled nut, and a vintage style heel that provide a classic look, while there are some new finish options to add visual variety. And finally, the adoption of Sitka Spruce Golden Era bracing contributes to a lighter build with enhanced tonal response. In summary, the refreshed Standard series represents Martin's commitment to evolving their instruments by blending traditional craftsmanship with modern advancements. ensuring that both longtime enthusiasts and new players find guitars that resonate with their musical aspirations. We've made a short video about the new refresh series, for which you can find the link down below, of course. And finally, there are some honorable mentions, because there are just too many releases to discuss in one video, but we still wanted to share some more news. First up, Taylor has released their new Gold Label series. Gibson has released a few signature guitars, such as the limited Brian May 12-string, the new Eric Clapton Les Paul Custom, and the Murphy Lab has added the heavy-aged option to their arsenal of custom choices. Dutch guitarist and friend of the fellowship, Lijf de Leeuw, has been awarded the title of the Best Blues Guitarist of the Benelux for the, get this, 10th time in a row. Congrats, Lijf. Jack White released his Fano Verb and triple caster guitar. JHS has expanded their 3 series by 3 more pedals. Red Panda released the RD1 pitch delay. Electro Harmonics has a bunch of new releases, such as the Pico series pedal, notably a looper delay, freeze and a tape simulator. Electro Harmonics also updated their famous POG pedal to a digital version, the POG 3. Marshall has released the Amp series pedals. Boss has released the new VG800 guitar processor. Maris has updated their beloved Enzo synth pedal to the Enzo X. Magnatone has released a signature amp with Slash, the Super 59. Joss Hum released his Decade 2 signature amp with PV. Dumble Amps return with the Overdrive Special by Dumble. And finally, Victory Amps has released their new Mark II clean hand-wired combo in a 1x12 and a 2x10 inch combo version. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel and let us know down in the comments what your favorite release was at the NAMM show, or any release for that matter from the last few weeks. My name is Maico and hope to see you next time.